Have you ever sat down to do something important, study, work, think clearly about a problem, and found yourself 5 minutes later thinking about something completely random? Something that has nothing to do with what you were supposed to be doing. And then you try to come back, and within 2 minutes it happens again. This is not laziness, this is not a lack of discipline. According to Swami Vivekananda, this is the single most common and most destructive condition a human being can be in, an untrained mind. And in volume 1 of the complete works, he wrote an entire book on how to fix it. It's called Raja Yoga, and it's the most practical thing he ever wrote. Most of us never actually control our minds. Our mind controls us. We don't choose what to think about. Thoughts just arrive. We don't choose what bothers us. Things just bother us. We don't choose what we desire. Desires just pull us. We react all day, every day. Someone says something, we react. We see something on our phone, we react. A memory comes, we react. And we call this living. But Vivekananda said, we are the slaves of our own minds. Our minds are out of control. And an uncontrolled mind cannot do anything right. Slaves of our own minds. That's a strong word, but think about it honestly. How many times today did your mind take you somewhere you didn't choose to go? How many times did a thought create an emotion you didn't want? If the answer is more than once, then Raja Yoga was written for you. Before Vivekananda tells you how to fix the mind, he first explains what the mind actually is. And the image he uses is one of the most beautiful I have ever read. He says, the mind is like a lake, and every thought is like a stone dropped into that lake. The stone creates waves, and those waves don't let you see what is at the bottom. Your mind is a lake. Every thought, a stone, create waves. And those waves, all that mental noise, stop you from seeing what is at the very bottom of the lake. What is at the bottom? Your true self, your clarity, your real intelligence. Vivekananda says, the bottom of every human mind is already calm, already clear, already wise. But we keep throwing stones. Social media, stone. Anxiety about the future, stone. Replaying past conversations, stone. Comparing ourselves to others, stone. Wave after wave after wave, and we wonder why we feel confused, exhausted, unconfused, unfocused. Why? The lake was never the problem. We just never stopped throwing stones. So, what is Raja Yoga? Vivekananda defines it simply right at the beginning of volume 1. He says, Raja Yoga is the science of the mind. It is the systematic study and training of the mind to reach its highest potential. Science of the mind, not religion, not ritual, science. He treated the mind the way a scientist treats an experiment, with precision, with method, with practice. And the core of that science is one thing, that is concentration. He said, the powers of the mind are like the rays of the sun. When they are scattered, they have no power. But when they are concentrated, they burn. Scattered rays of sunlight do nothing. Concentrate them through a lens, they can start fire. Your mind works exactly the same way. A scattered mind, anxious, distracted, reactive, produces nothing. A concentrated mind, calm, focused, deliberate, can do almost anything. And then he says something that completely changed how I understood focus. He said, take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. That is the way to success. One idea, your whole life around that one idea. Not 10 goals, not 5 priorities. One. Only one. That is Raja Yoga in practice. Let me tell you about Vivekananda's own mind and how it was trained. His teacher Ramakrishna noticed early on that Narendra, as Vivekananda was then called, had an extraordinary mind, sharp, restless, questioning everything. But Ramakrishna also saw that the sharpness was scattered. The mind moved too fast, too many directions at once. So he gave him one practice: sit, watch your mind, don't judge what comes, don't follow it, just watch. Vivekananda described this experience in his later talks. How in the beginning he saw just how chaotic his mind truly was. Thought after thought, jumping, looping, contradicting. He said it was almost frightening to see for the first time how little control he actually had over his own mind. But he kept practicing, day after day, month after month, and slowly the lake began to settle. The same mind that couldn't sit still for 10 minutes, becoming the mind that wrote Raja Yoga, delivered the Chicago speech, and traveled the world teaching thousands of people. The mind didn't change, it was trained. Vivekananda gives a specific beginner practice in Raja Yoga. He calls it is the practice of witnessing. And here is exactly how to do it. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, don't try to stop your thoughts, don't fight them, just watch them. Every thought that comes, observe it like you are watching cloud pass. There is a thought about my work, there is a thought about tomorrow, there is a thought about that conversation. Don't follow the thought, don't judge it, just name it and let it pass. Do this for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. He says meditation means the mind is turned back upon itself. The mind stops. It witnesses itself. The act of witnessing is watching your own mind is the beginning of gaining control over it. You can't control something you cannot see. This practice teaches you to see your mind clearly for the first time. Start with 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes tomorrow morning, before your phone, before anything. 5 minutes of watching the lake instead of throwing stones into it. Video 1 was about fear. Video 2 was about what replaces fear, strength from within. This video is about the tool, the trained mind that makes all of it possible. These 3 ideas are connected and they all come from the same source, the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. I am going through all 9 volumes and sharing everything I find. Subscribe so you get each one as it comes out, and share this with one person who needs to train their mind. See you in the next video. Thank you.